Hello, Lindsay.
Hi, Michelle.
Today we're going to be talking about some of the different events that AMJ puts on for their corporate clients. Why don't you kind of give us some indication as to what those events are and what they look like?
Sure. So depending on the time of year, we're doing all different kind of corporate events. Especially during the summer, we're doing the summer corporate picnics for families, for employee appreciation, for any kind of outdoor event. Taking time to get outside and enjoy, getting to know a little bit more about the people you work with, and we can kind of provide the entertainment to get people playing and interacting together outside the office.
Great. So why don't you also tell us about the more popular products that different companies are renting for their different parties?
Sure. So the team building activities are kind of big, whether that's like the Meltdown, the Hungry Hippo, kind of the competitive different things, but we're definitely seeing a big increase in the oversized games, kind of the nostalgic throwback retro games like the Operation, the Giant Connect 4, the Giant Jenga, all those things that you remember from your childhood, so people have fun memories of that and they can play together. We also have a giant 4-foot by 8-foot light bright that people can come up and play together, and that makes for a really cool backdrop to an event, and it gets people, like I said, kind of remembering their childhood and playing together.
How fun.
Yeah.
And I know there's a big thing about being inspected, and
Absolutely.
tell us about the licensing.
So safety is very important to us. We want everyone to have a good time. We don't want anyone to have to worry about being injured. We are state inspected. All of our equipment is routinely maintained, and it's being inspected and repaired and cleaned as needed, but definitely after events we take a look at it, make sure everything's still in working condition, so the next time it goes out it's safe for the next group of people. We also have our attendants can go on site and our supervisors to make sure that the events are going safely and that the attendees are using the equipment properly so that they can have a good time.
Okay, great. And so just walk us through the whole event. So somebody calls, they're interested in putting on a big corporate party. Walk us through your role and how you assist with that.
Sure. So I get the phone call or the email, and then we reach out to the client, and we kind of just start from there. We find out a little bit about your event, what you're looking to do, if you've ever done events in the past, kind of if you want to switch it up, anything like that. We kind of get a good feel for what you're looking for, make recommendations, and kind of just go from there. We figure out if your group is someone who really likes to be lively and crazy and playing on inflatables and letting loose and having a good time, or if they're a little bit more reserved and they prefer to be doing something a little less activity, oriented, something a little more casual, but still having that interaction. So we kind of get a feel for your company.
So we were just talking about outdoor events. And so tell us about indoor events where space might be a little bit more of a restriction. When it gets a little cooler out, how do we plan those corporate events?
Sure. So certainly being outside in January playing on an obstacle course does not sound fun at all. So we do have a lot of fun options to bring your event indoors for the big portion of the year that's too chilly to be outside. So we have anything from like regular photo booths to the green screen technology where we can print pictures on site. We can do point shoot print, kind of that Santa Claus at the time of year. We can take pictures of the families and print them right on site. And we can also do it's called the Open Air Photo Studio. It's a very interactive and very customizable experience with the new version of a green screen. So we have a lot of those kind of fun photo things. Not to mention, like I kind of said before, the giant games are so much fun inside because even though the name is giant, they're not 20 feet tall. They're games that people can play indoors and still have a good time and enjoy themselves, whether that's inflatables, like the smaller inflatable games, or the oversized games like the Jenga, the Connect 4, the Kerplunk, the Light Bright, all those kind of big games that don't have that height restriction. And then a big part of what we're doing now is arcade equipment. So if that's pool tables and foosballs and darts and all that kind of fun arcade stuff that you think about, like Mrs. Pac-Man, Mr. Pac-Man, we can bring that right to your event, and we can have kind of a fun indoor experience without having to be outside in the cold.
So when people think about inflatables and moon jumps, they think of birthday parties and kids inflatable activities, but tell us about ones you have designed for adults.
Yes, so we've got a whole section of our inventory that is designed for the adult grown-up market. It is the Black Ops obstacle course. It's designed larger, meant to accommodate adult-sized people as opposed to the smaller children. We've got the meltdown that people can like be jumping and ducking and playing. We've got just a couple pieces, even the inflatable games like the basketball and football. You'd be surprised how many people get really competitive with each other, and they just want to see who can get the better score. And they're definitely not tiny pieces meant just for children anymore. So it's kind of fun to watch those kind of things happen. But there definitely is things that are out there not just for adults, but designed to accommodate adults as well.
Well, it sounds like you have a huge assortment of products meant for a large array of corporate clients. So if they want to get a hold of you and reach you, Lindsey, how do they do that?
Sure, so they can call us, and they can call me or any of our other really great event planners we have on site at 708-450-4386. We have a website with our entire inventory on it, www.amjse.com, or they can email sales@amjse.com, and they can get a hold of any of our event planners.
Wonderful, great, and it was nice to talk to you and learn
Yeah,
more
you too.
about AMJ Spectacular Events, so thank you.
You're welcome.